so many people are like, oh, you've got to play God of War. You'd love God of War. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. No, that's not it.
Mish and Zach.
I recently did a shout out. On my Instagram being like, hi, I've played 5 games. Here's the 5 games I've played. Give me a recommendation. And I got, no joke, over 100 replies.
Jesus.
And I thought I was being pretty clear in the fact that I wasn't a big gamer. So I was just wanting God of War.
Yeah.
I was wanting,
Uncharted, The Lost Legacy.
Uncharted, which I've played.
It's good, eh?
Yeah, I like Uncharted. I was just wanting that. Like, I was like, see that I haven't played a lot of games.
Entry-level games.
And I said that.
Yeah.
And I think I got over 100 replies, and I would say only 4... There was only maybe 4 or 5 games that repeated. It was like 100 replies, 100 games.
Jesus.
And I was like, there
now.
are so many fucking games.
Yeah, wait till you see Steam. It's going to blow your mind.
I ask 3 friends. I have 3 gamey friends that I play a game every year.
Yeah.
That's about right. I go through about a month of the year where I do a lot of games. So this year I've already done it. I'm like, the thought of playing a game right now, I'm just not interested. But I did Red Dead this year.
Great game.
Great game.
Second one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed it, but now I'm good for a year.
Yeah.
But when it's time for me to play a new game, I have 3 gamey friends that I ask. Lena is one of them, obviously. And I'm like, this is what I'm into. I'm into The Last of Us, Uncharted, and I kind of like Red Dead, but I'm not that big on open world games. And then they always suggest something. I'm like, PS, I have a PS4. And they're like, well, just play Uncharted again. And I do.
No, I think it's true. I think it's like there's so many games.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree.
I play about 3 games a year, I would say, roughly. It's when I have time off to really sit in a game. It's when I have like a full day off. I don't really play like bits and bobs of a game.
I don't think I really understood how awesome the world of like a 3-hour indie game was until I started streaming, because that was when I was like really starting to like open myself up to like new stuff. Because I was the same. I was like, I'd played the Assassin's Creed Italy ones. I'd played a few of the ones that you've named. Red Dead first one was my entry into really properly console gaming. And I started playing like indie stuff, which is, it's essentially story, or like storytelling. It's like, or like you move, there's so many different types of games, and I just think like people switch off, and a lot of people still think gaming is for 14-year-old boys. And it's really not.
It's not at all. There are hot chicks all over Twitch.
There are so many hot chicks that make me feel really old.
So many hot chicks
really
out there that you can watch.
Unbelievably hot. And their chairs are so big for them.
Yeah, big chairs and purple wigs.
Never will feel like that. But when I got into, I don't know. I don't want to bore people. But like, I love it. I love like... one of my favorite streamers at the moment is a 78-year-old woman who streams Journey, which is this really gentle, like just more of an experience than a game.
Oh, beautiful.
And I just like, I rated her the other night. Like I love watching, I love games. I love them so much. And I really
had a bit of that. This is a game about, it's a guy who goes in, you'll hate it, Mish, but it's a guy that goes in to get his brain scanned, and then you play as him. It's set now in Toronto, goes in to get his brain scanned, the thing comes in over his head, and then it comes up, and he's just expecting it to go up. It comes up, and then suddenly he's in like maybe a space station, but then it emerges that something else in the future.
Cool.
And it's like, how did I end up here? And then you just got to solve it. And it's like, I've just not played many games like that.
The puzzle game universe. This is why I'm talking about Outer Wilds, because this is one of the games that like I had played other things, and then when I started playing Outer Wilds, I was like, I fucking hate this. I never want to touch this again. And then I picked it up and I streamed it and I kept with it, and it became one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life, because I didn't realize it could be that it's not just all like shooting and stuff. Not that that's bad. There's room for that. But there's something about Outer Wilds. You can only play it once. The entire journey of it is what you know and the knowledge you collect. And once you know it, and once you know the story, you only really get to experience it once.
Okay.
So every time anyone I know is like, I'm thinking about playing Outer Wilds, I'm like, can I come over?
That's awesome.
Like I love watching people stream it. And the only thing I'm even remotely close to that is recently I've been playing Blueprints too much. And that has sort of captured it, but not the same way. Outer Wilds is like, the map is open from the moment you start, and the way you traverse those places and those planets is determined entirely by your knowledge.
Awesome.
It's
That's cool.
such a good game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've convinced me.
It's
I'll add it to my list of it's now 143 on my list.
Can I say
Be
one thing?
curious to see how
Yeah.
many people like it.
I just wanted to say one thing. I think
I know there's a lot of listeners and viewers desperately wanting us to get to Rayman 3.
I just think recommending games is folly. I feel like
Yeah, that's true.
It's very like even what you were saying makes sense. I don't recommend games to people anymore because it's just like seems like such a personal experience somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Depends on what mood, what path you take.
Well, that's the thing. It's
like what clicks.
Yeah, it's like books, right?
Yeah.
So many people have said to me, because I've told them the games I like, again, The Last of Us, which is my favorite. I play it once every few years. I honestly played it so many times.
I don't have I don't play enough games to know it.
Yeah.
But it's one of the greatest pieces of storytelling.
Beautiful.
You know,
That's
Beautiful.
sort of what it's
And then-
known for, is that it's incredible environmental storytelling, but also the challenge that it gives you.
Oh my God. And it just to watch it is so good. But so many people are like, oh, you've got to play God of War. You'd love God of War. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. No, that's not it. That's not it. You don't get it. That's not, and it is for that reason. It's like, you went, oh, she likes a narrative story about like, you know, fucking infected people. We'll give her God of War because it's that narrative adventure. Nah.
I started
Like
God of War the other night, right?
I couldn't kill the deer.
I haven't even gotten to the deer yet. I'm just
haven't
in the
even I've not
titles,
touched
but
it.
I'm like, it's the same thing, right? Everyone's been talking about God of War. I'm going to give it a red hot go because it was the one that came up the most, and people I really respect, that was their recommendation.
One of my
right?
favorites for sure.
Right? So I'm like, I'm going to give it a proper go. But it is this interesting thing, isn't it? Where it's like, yeah, I think games, we kind of rate them on a different thing. Like God of War, if you release a movie of God of War and there is a TV series of Last of Us, they are completely different movies. But because they're the same kind of gameplay, people think...
that's the problem. It's like the way you talk about that game, you're attached to the story and you're attached to like a bit of adventure within that story.
100%.
And like that's where I would go, okay, Mish, actually I think you should try Unpacking. It doesn't sound like the same game, but the way that the story is told is delightful. Like that's where you go, oh
Well,
my
see,
God.
and now that you've said that, I'm already like, I'll play that one next.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah.
But I will say this just very quickly.
It's very different, I should
Conan
say.
O'Brien and Bill Hader do Clueless Gamer playing God of War. It's like a 10-minute video online. Genuinely. I think it's got like 50 million views, but it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
So when we come back from the break...
I'm going to talk about...
Yeah, well, when we come back from the break, we've heard about the best games, and now we're going to hear about the bestest game.